Welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories, everybody. Last we left off, I cleared out the roulette room, although you guys didn't see that because I did it off screen. I made a moment's reprieve here, and we were on our way to the next area, which is right here. Oh yeah, it is right here. I'm an idiot. I'm in a kind of, this is part 4, by the way. I'm in a particularly, kind of... Hold on, give me 1 second. Well, that's backwards. Actually, no, it's not, because now I just realized what it means. So I'm in a particularly nostalgic type of mood, and... I'm ready to, I kind of want to go into some stuff that, you know, made me want to become a, you know, made me want to do YouTube videos and that sort of thing. Do we have a 7 anywhere? We do, Sleeping Darkness. And I'll kind of go into why here in a second after this cutscene. Let me turn the music in my head down. By the way, I am getting over, like, a cold or a virus, so if I sound a little sluggish, if I sound a little weird, that's why. Things got a little crazy back there, but at least you're okay. Oh yeah, and we rescued Alice, but not really. She just kind of ran away. Hey, did you tell the truth? Are you the thief that stole the memories? Yeah, no. He wanted to save you. No, he wanted to show off. Can't it be both? Yeah, well. She is so small. Oh my god, I didn't realize how small Alice was. Man, that's weird. Okay, I dig it. The Cheshire Cat. Is it Cheshire or Cheshire? I'll go back and forth. Feeling better after that mad dash, yada yada. You're not out of the woods yet. None of this really matters as far as the main story is concerned. I can skip all this and it's fine. Stickler, she won't forget you till she remembers. So basically the queen is a prick and will chase you until she gets her memories back. She's so small. Look at her tiny feet. Man, that is somebody's fetish. Jesus. Not safe for work. Man, you should do something, but you don't have to do anything. I kind of do, though. You have to do anything. What do you mean? Can't remember something? It's like it never happened. Likewise, if something never happened, you can't remember it. Try too hard to remember, and the memory might lie to you. Lie. I mean, this is all like foreshadowing to some stuff, but like it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. None of this is consequential at all. But now we can go back and fight the boss. Oh, this is an unknown room. So we're going to clear out this room first. So I kind of wanted to go into what got me started wanting to do YouTube videos. And that was this a group of people on YouTube called The Creatures. And I watched a decent amount of their content, and I really enjoyed it. And that was what originally got me, you know, thinking, oh, I want to do YouTube. That's something I want to do. And that was back when I was like 13, 14, when I kind of discovered them and started, oh, I didn't want to do that. You know, when I kind of discovered them, it was kind of like this aha moment. No, you bastard. I mean, I don't need to, but whatever. It's like, oh, that's something I want to do. You know, I want to have a group of friends like that. And I never ended up doing that at the time. And then I found, what is this? That's a treasure room. And then I ended up finding, you know, some other people that I watched. The Creatures eventually broke up. A lot of people left. to do their own thing, and you know, a group went off and became Cow Chop, and then Cow Chop kind of shut down. Which is incredibly unfortunate. So that all kind of happened, and then what brought my whole nostalgic thing on recently is I have learned that one of my favorite groups of people doing gaming stuff on YouTube, by the end of this year, they are disbanding. They're called the Super Gaming Brothers, and I highly recommend, if you haven't watched them, go over and give them a watch. They have some amazing content. Their Let's Plays are pretty informative, and you know, they have a great dynamic to them. And what a coincidence that the day I learn of this is the same day
Fire! Freeze! Courage!
I start doing the Kingdom Hearts stuff, which is actually the first series of theirs that I ended up watching. It was actually this game exactly. No, give me Goofy.
Fire! Freeze! Heal! Power!
This is the most trouble I've had out of this, by the way.
Fire!
Oh, I thought that was a creeper plant. Strike Raid. I love Strike Raid. So, you know, from them I kind of got this renewed want to do YouTube. And I started watching more streams at that time. When I started watching them, and that's actually, you know, a little while later I discovered, oh, I can stream directly from the console, and I can start doing some stuff there. So that's exactly what I did. I started streaming from the PlayStation 4, and lo and behold, I'm here. And the fact that these guys are, you know, shutting down, and a lot of the people that I looked up to, a lot of the people that I took inspiration from, it's sad, but also kind of fitting, because, you know, once I have really started going, and once I've really started getting a groove of recording, and I'm getting these people to come in and record with me, it's fitting that these guys are all gone. You know, as soon as I, you know, come in, and as soon as I, you know, start trying to hit my stride, it makes sense that we want to customize our deck. Yeah, that'll work. It's fitting that, you know, these guys come to an end when I'm hitting my stride, even though, you know, I'm nowhere near as, you know, high as them. I'm not, you know, I only have, you know, a handful of subscribers at the time of recording, but, you know, all these guys fade away, and here I am trying to pick up the slack, but I don't know if it's going to work out or not, but you can kind of see the inspiration behind a lot of my stuff. Let me get through this scene. What's with the sudden change of scenery? You mean like every single time we do anything, Goofy? Yep, there's the card guards and the queen somehow getting here. Thought you seen the last of me, did you? Kind of, actually. I kind of forgot you were here. I sentenced you to... Queen, you're drunk. You had too many of those growing and shrinking potions. Something's coming. How do you know that? So... Alright, yeah, boss battle time. Which, don't light his torches. Which is why I removed all my fire cards. And I think you can... This is what's called a Queen's memory. Oh, I'm an idiot. Damn it. So, you know, you can see my inspirations if you watch primarily the Super Gaming Brothers, SGP, and then you watch my Resident Evil playthroughs. You know, the dynamic I wanted to have for, you know, when I do group videos is that Super Gaming Brothers dynamic. Are you serious? This makes this harder. Even the, like, introductions are kind of similar. Although I try not to copy them. I try not to copy most of the people I watch. But I've always liked the idea that, you know, it's a group of friends that, you know, record videos together. So I've kind of, like, taken that to be my own, taken that as my inspiration. But I also enjoy doing solo stuff because I'm not forcing people to go through games that they have no interest in. You there, all of you, what is the meaning of this? Where did that creature come from? I don't fucking know. So if you used to answer, you're hiding something. No, I don't know. No, seize them! Don't do that. Please don't do that. Your Majesty, wait. It was you who commanded us to destroy those creatures. I'm sorry, what? And here we see Alice proves herself smarter than Sora. She's so small. I can't get over how small she is. And we fought them to prove ourselves. Isn't that right, Sora? Yeah! That's what we did. How did you do that? Don't you remember? We just finessed the Red Queen. Yeah, because you're stupid, Sora. Yeah, pulling out some ass poles. Oh, bye. Man, shut up, Goofy, you dumbass. But now we can go into, like, now that I've gotten my nostalgia out of the way, I've gotten my stuff. I can go into, like, talking about other stuff. I don't think I ever really kind of talked about this, but I'm a big movie fan. I love watching movies, and I went to the theaters and watched some movies. And I've actually watched a couple of big films from 2019. So I kind of want to go through and talk about my favorite movie of 2019 and my favorite movie experience. As well as some of the, you know, Oscar winners. The Oscars just happened not too long ago at the time of this recording, so it's mostly relevant. And I'll do this while I go through my deck to fix it. Because we don't need those scrubs. So we get rid of that 5. Can we put this 5 in there? Yes! I can't remember what the Trick Master gives you. Decrease the value. Oh, whatever. So, my favorite movie of 2019 was Jojo Rabbit. If you haven't seen the trailer, go watch the trailer. It's fantastic. It's kind of a hard to find movie for whatever reason, but the basic plot is this kid in Nazi Germany has an imaginary friend who's Hitler, and then he finds a Jew is living in his house that his mother is keeping hidden.
It's that creepy castle that I was talking about earlier. I know I didn't imagine it.
And the reason that's one of my favorite movies is it's so
that
emotional,
was
it's
the
so well
castle
written.
where
It's
Sora
Taika
had to use
Waititi
the
who did
Keyblade
Thor
to
Ragnarok,
free Kyrie's heart.
as well as What We Do in the Shadows.
Then he just disappeared.
I
And
know there's
was
more
so
stuff, and I
worried.
can't remember.
How could I ever forget that?
There's one big one.
It was when I turned into a Heartless.
Hunt for the Wilder People. He did that one, I think.
Wait, that happened in a castle?
You forgot that.
I don't know. Taika Waititi's super talented.
Then what's it called?
That's easy.
But it's such a good film. It's so well written. It's so engaging, and it actually. I left the theater saying, "Oh man,
Every word. I finished the first volume right before we got to this castle. Now then, if I can just find it. Oh, here we go.
Jesus." It had me leaving the theater
Let's have a
going,
look.
"Wow, Scarlett
how could
Johansson
it
can
be?
actually act,"
What's the matter?
which is amazing.
Oh, my entries. They're gone.
I
Every
love it.
page is blank.
So really, by the way, this castle should be called Castle
How
Eraser.
could this have happened? I'm so careful with the
Um,
journals.
Jesus.
All that hard work is
Honestly,
gone.
yeah, that was me after I lost my
journal's
first
blank.
recording session of Kingdom Hearts.
What's going on?
But yeah, Jojo Rabbit was amazing. Now before I go to my favorite movie experience, I want to talk about another like big movie that I saw that won a ton of Oscars called Parasite. Which, if you have not seen Parasite, I recommend Parasite. It's very well done. It won 4 Oscars, and it deserved all of them. It's a South Korean movie that I can't really describe without spoiling everything that happens in the movie.
Something screwy. Turtle pages don't trust Spanish.
It was actually my friend's
What if
favorite movie of 2019.
It's more things.
Huh?
Goofy was telling us about another
if you watched
castle we've been to,
Resident
but none of
Evil.
us really remembers it.
It's Zach. It was his favorite movie of
Could it be
2019.
That we don't remember because we're losing
The
our
new
memories?
Godzilla was actually my the other person who I'm recording that with, Alicia. That was her favorite
Hold
movie of
on.
2019.
Remember what that mystery fella said?
Which,
In
as
this
a
place,
Godzilla
to
fan, I am a
find is to
Godzilla
lose.
fan. I enjoyed
And
it,
to lose
but Jojo
is
Rabbit
to
is so
find.
good.
It must have been our memories he was
However,
talking about losing.
Just because I
So
love
if we
Jojo
keep
Rabbit,
going,
and that was my favorite
lose more.
movie of 2019, that's not my
Guess it really
favorite
is
movie
Castle Oblivion.
experience of 2019.
That
That reward goes to the 2 times I went to see Cats in theaters.
Riku and Kairi
Because
too.
the first time I went with, it was me and the
Don't
2 people
worry,
I'm recording
fellers.
Resident Evil 2 with. By the
We
way, none
might
of this
forget
is
about
important.
where we've been or what things we've
They're
seen,
just like, "Oh man, we're losing
but
our
we won't
memories.
forget who our friends are.
And we might be forgetting our friends," and it's like, but
Come
no,
on,
shut
Sora.
up.
When you turned into a Heartless, did you forget about me and Donald?
It's probably
Of
emotional, but
course
whatever.
I didn't.
There you go.
But the
No
first time I
matter
went to go
what
see
happens,
Cats,
you won't forget your
It was me and the 2
friends.
people I'm recording Resident Evil 2 with, and the theater was actually, it had more people in it than I thought, especially because it opened against Star
You're
Wars.
right.
Um,
Thank you, Goofy.
So, I mean, okay, interesting. So a bunch of these old people come in, and it's like, oh yeah, they probably. I was actually in Cats the musical when I was in college.
But when I turned into
so-
a Heartless, who was the one who took forever to notice and kept clobbering me?
You know, they were probably like, oh yeah, Cats is great. By the way, Cats is not a good musical at all. Just in general. So all these old people come through, and I guess they're expecting it to be like a life-changing event. It's gonna be amazing. Man, if my director from Cats ever sees this, she's deaf. It's fine. Oh God, I feel horrible. Oh well, forget it. I love her to death. If you're out there and you recognize that it's me, I love you. You're a real one. You're great. You're fantastic. But you're a little eccentric for Cats. Which I guess you'd have to be. So all these old people come through and they think, oh, it's going to be a good movie. It's going to be great. No. I'll spoil that right now. It's probably the worst movie I saw in 2019. Let's go to Olympus Coliseum. So it was us, and we were in these reclining seats watching this terrible movie, and these like 3 high school, I think they were high school girls, pretty sure they were like light high school teens, come in, and they're in the seats next to us, and behind us are more old people, and I'm pretty sure our row was the only people that really were like, we know what we signed up for. This is gonna be terrible. This is just introductions to the Coliseum, the contest. So we go through this movie, and we're making jokes about everything that's happening. We're laughing. We're probably ruining everybody's... Actually, we were pretty quiet, but we were laughing, we were giggling, we were talking throughout the entire movie. And, you know, I'm about to pee myself because I've been holding it for like an hour because I want to see, you know, everybody's reactions to what's going on. Because I know what was gonna happen. Like, I'm familiar with the show. I've lived and breathed it for a solid couple of months. Oh, it's our boy Vincent. Can't wait till I get to Final Fantasy VII. I have to get back to 9 first. My man. By the way, this is just Kingdom Hearts 1, but with memories thrown in once again. And back to Cats, the more interesting thing. We were in this theater cutting up, and at the end, old Deuteronomy, played by Dame Judi Dench, she looks directly at the camera and starts speak singing to the audience. Which, okay, weird enough, but hold on a minute, bud. It gets worse. Thanks for not doing anything useful, Donald. So, and she's talking, and Alicia runs out of the damn theater. Oh, that's right, I need the fire ones here because there's more Blue Rhapsodies. So So, you know, Alicia runs out of the theater, goes immediately to the bathroom because she was about to pee herself and just could not help it. I also go pee, and we meet up after, you know, as soon as the credits start, we're out of there. All of us are gone. So, but before we walk out, before the credits start playing, and what really sells it as one of the greatest film experiences I've ever had, just in general, is all these old people in front of us. I have to have like an audio thing. Is they stand up, they're looking around very nervously, and they just go, just the worst. Like, I'm not sure if I should. I don't. Like, they 100% did not understand what they just saw. And some mother brought her kids, her young children, to see Cats. Who did that? And then, oh man, as bad as it is to say, when Cats comes out on like DVD, Blu-ray, I'm buying it as soon as it comes out. Cause that's my like single greatest movie experience. And that was just the first time I watched it. I'll go into the second time probably in the next part. But yeah, it was amazing. And as soon as we all, you know, get out and we meet up, we're like, wow, that movie was bad. And Zach, who doesn't know anything about the show at all, you know, he's our young virgin as far as what it is. Because I think I had described certain things to Alicia beforehand, but not a lot. And he was like, was that the show? And I was like, yeah, that is almost one-to-one the show. And he was like, who wrote this? Who enjoyed this? And you know, we're kind of like, we said Andrew Lloyd Webber, which is, you know, if you didn't know, that's the guy who wrote Cats, based off of, you know, some poems and that sort of thing. And basically, he was like, man, and we were like, oh yeah, he's like super famous, and you know, he's done a lot of shows, and he was like, that must have been like the last show, like that must have been like his first show, like before he had like talent. And then we, you know, he's going on and on about, oh man, he doesn't have any talent, yada 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 yada, and then we kind of stopped him and we're like, yeah, it's kind of funny. We don't really stop him. We're just vaguely talking, and he goes, and I say, man, can you believe that he wrote Phantom of the Opera? And Zach explodes. He's like, that's the guy that wrote Phantom of the Opera? What happened? How is he still working? And that was probably the funniest thing. Because I was like, oh man, I thought he knew this entire time that was Andrew Lloyd Webber, and that he's the one that did Phantom. Apparently not, and it was, oh my god. But Cats is one of those movies where you have to sit down with a group of people who've never seen it before, and you subject them to it. Just because it's hilarious. I think that means that's where I have to go. Because it really is, it's so funny just to watch people's face turn, especially when you know what's going to happen. But that's actually going to wrap it up for this part of Kingdom Hearts Rechanted Memories. Oh shit, I didn't know that could happen. But I will tell you guys about the second time I watched Cats next time. So until then, have yourselves a great night, and I will see you guys later.